Hi, I'm Zane Catherine Wires, aka Kathy with a C, and I want to welcome you here today for another choreography tutorial. So today I have chosen an electro cumbia from Zumba Fitness to bring to you. This song is a cumbia with a little bit of an electric twist, but what I love about it is that I was able to bring in some traditional cumbia movements, but make them fitness. I do not own the rights to this song. This is a Zumba Fitness song, and I did get this song through Zumba Fitness. Many Zumba Fitness songs are available on iTunes or Apple. Things have changed, so I don't know the names for it now. But if you like the song, you can always search it, and it is spelled M-A-M-I, Mami. Now, this song is not about your mom. It is about sexy mommy. So a mommy in the Latin culture is just kind of pretty, beautiful. She has flair, she has style. And this song really makes you move. And that's what I love about it. So today we're going to work some of the basic moves that I used to create this electro cumbia style. Before we start, it is important that you are prepared. So please clear out a space for you to dance. If you're using carpet, please, please, please be careful. Lift up your feet. Do not do any twists on that carpet. If you have sneakers and you're on a flat surface like a hardwood floor, a laminate, or tile, it is important that if your sneakers have grips, that again, you are not twisting your foot on that floor, that you are lifting that foot a little bit and make the illusion of a twist. So I'm going to show you how to do that. As with anything, if you need to modify, make any changes, please feel free to do so. I hope you enjoy the choreography. And let's get started with some of the basic steps. So I like to start most of my cumbias with a basic, I call it a bounce for a cumbia. So a cumbia bounce. With the cumbia bounce, notice I'm shifting the weight between the front leg and the back leg. And I use the ball of the back leg for the bounce. And with it, I can turn and I can switch feet. So again, I'm just shifting the weight, and it's like a little bounce. So I'm not rocking forward and back. I'm not doing that. I'm doing an up and down motion. Pretty easy. Some people will do it on the side. It's the same idea. Okay? So now I want to add a little bit more to that bounce. I want to do what I call cumbia runs. Cumbia runs come forward, step, and back. Step down. Right leg crosses, left leg steps down, right leg steps back, left leg down. This is a basic front and back, but as we continue to run with it, you can see why I call it the cumbia run. Let's try the left side forward. So I cross, step the weight, step down, step back. Nice and easy. And depending on your fitness level, you can bring those legs up really high. If you're looking for a fitness, or if you are just starting out, you can keep them very simple, just right in here. And if you're like me in between, a little bit of a bounce, but your knees are not going to come up as high. And I'll do that again on the other side. Good. With this step, we are going to incorporate two different things. Because we're doing a front and back step here, I am going to add a heel hip twist. So for this, it is very important that your knees are soft. By that I mean slightly bent. So I'm going to step forward with that right, but instead of putting all my weight, I'm actually going to do a little twist. Little twist. And I'm still lifting the back foot, but it's a very subtle lift as I'm twisting the waist and the foot. It doesn't matter what my hands are doing right here. I can keep them back, or I can move them. I like to move them with it because it gives me that little, almost like a merengue feel. But I'm lifting the toe and using the heel of the foot for the twist. Let's try that with the left side. Good. Step, twist, back. Step, twist, back. Step, twist, back. So with the run, I'm stepping and lift, but I'm stepping down to do that twist. But it's a very small lift. Now this song does have a fast pace, hence the electro part to it. So if you have difficulty going quickly, you can slow it down at half pace. And there's nothing wrong with slowing it down. So again, here's the quick pace, but you can slow it down half pace. Okay, beautiful. So with this step, you can travel, and I sometimes like to travel to the sides with this step. And it's a slow travel, so step down, twist, step back. Step down, twist, step back. Step down, twist, step back. I notice each time I'm moving forward just a little bit. That was only 4. Let's try 4 in the opposite direction. So our left leg. Step down, twist, step back. 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 So let's try it. You can stay in place. Or let's add 4 in a direction. 2, 1 more, and done. Switch. So when I'm switching, I'm actually using that foot, twist, boom, step down, and that's going to be the start to my next step. Good. Now at pace, let's keep going. 1 more, and watch, step, turn. So again, that twist, because I already have my foot in the air, my left foot, I'm using it to turn my body, step down, has a little pause, and I'm ready for the next step. So let's walk with it at a nice even pace. Let's switch sides with it. Ready? Let's switch and step. 1, 2, 3, and let's switch space. Ba, ba, ba. 1, 2, 3, 4, and switch. Good. So now I want to bring it up to the pace of the music. Notice that little extra bounce. And in the song, we're actually going to do 8 cross and step. 1. Remember that little hip twist? Knees are soft. Let's do one more and turn. This sets us up for our next step. So we're going to keep that front back feel of that bounce, but instead of using the heel for this part, I'm actually going to use the ball of my foot as if I'm actually running. So this is where the cumbia run part comes in, because even though I'm running in place right here, I am going to move directions. So with the right leg, front and back, I'm gently going to move forward. And you'll see me moving across. Good. Let's switch to the other side. And I can move front and back with the same step. Let's do that again. Right leg, front and back. So because I'm lifting both feet, I'm running, I'm keeping that move front and back. But now, instead of doing the same move to go back, I'm going to do the basic step that I showed earlier with the bounce. To back up. Let's try that with the left. The front and back run. Notice I'm using the balls of my feet and the heel, I'm stepping down. And now to back up, I switched it to the side and I'm doing that little bounce. So there's a couple of things that are happening here. I'm going to run, run. For the back, I'm going to keep that left knee. Sorry, my right knee bent as I bounce back. So now the left leg is going to come forward and back. We're going to run up to the camera and I'm going to bounce back. But because I used my left leg for the run, I'm going to keep that leg for the run back. And again, notice that it was a bent knee more so than the other one. This knee was also slightly bent for shock absorption. So right leg forward. And let's take it back. Now, I can do a few things with my arms here. I like to run and punch. But for the going back, I can either use my shoulders. So I'm keeping my elbows straight, opening up my palms, and thinking of like a penguin. Right? So think of the penguin. But I'm going to add a little shoulder. So as I bring up that leg, the shoulder that corresponds to that leg went up, and then I switched. So if I use the left leg, as that left knee comes up, left shoulder pops up just a little bit. Beautiful. There's another variation that I like to do as we progress with the song, and we add arms. We can do a couple of variations. Sometimes I will start off with the arms out and up, or out to you and out to the side. It depends on how I'm feeling at that moment. I'm going to be quite honest with you. But it's going to be in unison with the movement. So after my run, 1, 2, 3, 4, I might do out and up, out and up, out and up. Ready? Try with the left leg. And out and up, out and up, out and up. Nice. So I'm going to step forward. I'm going to do stepping back again. Right leg is the bent leg. So out and up. And I can do these. I'm pushing you away. Right? And let's do that with the left leg as well. So that left knee bent. So because this is a very fast song, the count is going to be a little different. Even though I said we're coming forward 4 steps, it's actually an 8 count that we're going to do. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, which means I have to do 8 steps back. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. However, if you find the pace of the song too quickly, you can slow it down. Do 2 on your way up because you're going to slow it down, and do the 4 on the way back. So the rest of us will go faster, but we're going to take up the same amount of time and space, okay? So how are we doing so far? We're keeping up? I think these steps are pretty easy, which is why I chose them. Because the song is so fast, I wanted to make sure the steps were very basic and easy to find and follow. So our next step, in Zumba, it's called the lazy step or the lazy leg. We're going to take a step and sort of drag our back leg. I'm going to do this to the other way. I take a step and I sort of drag the back leg to meet the front leg. There's a few things that are actually happening here and some technical steps, and I'm not going to give you technical jargon, but what I am going to tell you is that as I step down, I kind of step with my heel down and I'm lifting the back hip. I notice that I'm already on the ball of my foot. I'm going to stop. This leg bends, this drops. So it's almost like a gallop. If you think of children, when they're kids and they're playing horsey, getting a horsey, but we're going to make it sexy because it doesn't look cute when that doesn't look cute. So I'm going to make it sexy and I'm going to slow that down and make it a step with the hip lift and drop. When the drop comes, both knees are bent. I'm straightening them a little bit, not a full straight leg. We don't want to lock the knees. We want the knees nice and loose. But I am popping up that hip and then coming together. Step and pop the hip and then drop together. Let's try it with the left leg. Front. Good. So oftentimes in Cumbia, you'll see the hand come out. That's one variation. Doesn't matter, this hand could be back here, it could be here, it could be here. I could be fanning myself, doesn't matter. Oftentimes though, you will also see a hand being raised. I noticed that I picked up the pace. Try that with me. Raise the hand. Raise the hand. So these are just ways to add flavor. In this song, you might also see me raise both arms. Good. Now, in this song, I am going to add a turn. So remember our front bounce, where the back leg, we're on the ball of the foot, and we're using the front leg kind of as a bouncing position here. And I told you you could turn with it, right? So we're actually going to do that in this song. I'm going to take the Cumbia lazy leg step. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just for now, we're going to add 4. And I'm going to switch my direction. Even though I was going in this direction and I could turn around this way, I actually going to switch that up and turn in the opposite direction. So even though I was leading with my right leg and arm, I'm now going to switch it to my left leg. So watch that transition. The right leg is leading, the left leg was bent. So because of that, I'm going to keep that bend in the left leg and turn around. One more time, let's take a step and do that again, because I know this can be a little confusing. 1, 2, 3, 4, bounce, bounce, opposite. So I'm going toward the left, and I'm going to actually turn all the way around. Lead us back to the start. And because I want to go in this direction to my left, I'm going to use my left leg now to straighten, and my right hip is going to lift and drop. And this is already in position for the bounce. And I'm going to turn around. And I'm in position to start my Cumbia walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, bounce, 2, 3, 4, 5, however many you need. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and bounce, 2, and notice my arm is showing the direction. In this song, however, we're going to do 8 steps and then the corresponding 8 bounces to do the full turn. So watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the arm positions can be lower, middle, or high. It depends on what you feel like doing. You want to turn high, if you want to turn middle, or if you want to drop it low. But the arms are significant. For ladies, we are using the arms to spread the skirt nice and wide. So this is a cumbia from Colombia. And if you've ever seen any of the folkloric dances of our Latin American countries and even our island countries, they use these big, wide, beautiful skirts. So that is basically what we're doing here with our turn. I'm showing off my skirt. I'm showing off my skirt. Now, the gentlemen aren't wearing skirts necessarily. So, for the gentlemen, the same idea, but instead you're going to take your hat. Is the idea behind the step. So again, the hat, I'm doing that little bounce. So these are all the basic steps that I use to create this particular choreography for the song Mami. So let's try it full song as if we were in a Zumba fitness class. I will use my cues for directions and positions. And let's just have some fun with it.
Zumba Fitness. Aquí estamos todos para que todas las mami se pongan a bailar, a gozar, a cantar. En la discoteca, llena de mujeres becas, me pregunté qué es lo que voy a hacer. Quiero bailar con ellas. Mis mujeres se gozan ya toda preciosa, bailando en la disco, cambian todas las cosas. No me voy a tener que ir de la ciudad. Muévete, compadre, la muestra de la salsa. Quiero verte aquí, bailando conmigo. Ella no sabe que te quiero a ti. Muévete, compadre, ya que sea tu alma. Que llegue la mañana, yo no me quedo con la tarde. Quiero verte hacerlo. Quédate conmigo y el hambre conmigo seguro que te va a decir. Mami, quiero verte moverlo. Arriba, abajo, el techo con freno. Aquí también vamos a otra noche en la discoteca, llena de mujeres becas. Me pregunté qué es lo que voy a hacer. Quiero bailar con ellas. Mis mujeres se gozan ya toda preciosa, bailando en la disco, cambian todas las cosas. No me voy a tener que ir de la ciudad. Muévete, compadre, la muestra de la salsa. Quiero verte aquí, bailando conmigo. Ella no sabe que te quiero a ti. Muévete, compadre, ya que sea tu alma. Que llegue la mañana, yo no me quedo para atrás. Quiero verte hacerlo. Quédate conmigo y el hambre conmigo seguro que te va a decir. Mami, quiero verte moverlo. Arriba, abajo, el techo con freno. Aquí también vamos a muévete, compadre, la muestra de la salsa. Quiero verte aquí, bailando conmigo. Ella no sabe que te quiero a ti. Muévete, compadre, ya que sea tu alma. Que llegue la mañana, yo no me quedo para atrás. Mami, quiero verte hacerlo. Quédate conmigo y el hambre conmigo seguro que te va a decir. Mami, quiero verte moverlo. Arriba, abajo, el techo con freno. Mami, quiero verte hacerlo. Quédate conmigo y el hambre conmigo seguro que te va a decir. Mami, quiero verte moverlo. Arriba, abajo, el techo con freno. Aquí también vamos a
So how did you do? Were you able to keep up? Were you able to see the movement and feel the difference type of changes that you need to make when you're changing from one position to the next? I'm sure you did great. Please feel free to modify this cumbia in any way that you need for yourself. And if you decide that you would like to participate in any of my online Zumba fitness classes, they're available through Zumba.Dance. Come find me. You can find me on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram. My name is Catherine.Years, AKA Kathy with the C. And it's been my pleasure dancing with you today, and I hope you had a great time.